Hi, welcome back. You're still watching the SME Farm, and we're still talking about the online jobs lifestyle.
Yes.
And with Genesis Rionico. And I left a hanging question, a vague one. What's the toughest part about this job, this career of yours?
Well, if you're just gonna focus on what's the toughest part of this is there's lots of areas, and in most cases you can't really identify one specific point because there are many skills or competencies that each individual has, and it's a case-to-case thing. But for me, if I will try to identify or at least try to try to attempt to answer, just pick one. I think it's really the discipline to work, especially if your setting is really at home. I mean, for some it works because they really have to. But if, let's say, your computer or your workstation is within the living room or along the hallway where people keep on passing by,
distractions and all.
Yeah, if you're starting out, or at least for a couple of years, or until you have explained clearly to your housemate, should I say, or your family about what you're doing, then they will keep on bugging you. That's for sure. So you just need to really explain to them with respect, of course, that this also work. It just so happened that I'm doing it at home. That gives me more time to be with you guys, and also it allows me to save money because I don't have to travel and all the benefits of it. And then once you get your first pay, treat them. So, so that's the case.
They will bug you about that anyway.
I mean, it's as simple as, hey, can you answer the phone because of course you're doing something or you're thinking. Hey, or let's say the simplest one is, can you open the door? Somebody's knocking. And you're writing something.
I
mean, I'm working, but hey, it's less than 30 seconds. So I mean, you will even feel bad about it.
Momentum. We're talking about the train of thought, right?
Yeah. That's why when you're working from home, sometimes it's best if you can do it inside your room. But make sure your room is not too comfy for you to always lie down. That's another challenge.
Tell me about that. And we have another question. Well, I mentioned a while ago that we have viewers in Palawan, and here's a question from this is from Rudes of Palawan. Thanks for your message. Can you name and identify what are some online jobs available here in Puerto Palawan? I'm a job seeker now, and I badly need your favorable response. All right, thanks, Rudes, for that question.
Okay.
So, opportunities in Palawan.
Well, I mean, if it's something that if you're looking for something geographic in terms of location, then I'm not sure if it will be called an online job. But if you're looking for job opportunities, there's really a lot. You just need to go to job sites like, let's say, on odesk.com or freelancer.com or elance.com. But right now, the most common type of jobs available are virtual assistance type of job, or remote administrative assistant type of job. And another one is, if you know something about web development. I mean, most people thought that building websites is really complicated. But the thing about it is, if you're going to make it complicated, it will be complicated. But at the end of the day, what client wants, aside from the looks, of course, is as long as it works and delivers their target, that would work on. Another type of career that you can enter into is the social media marketing. I mean, although this one is a little tough if this is a career that you would like to pursue, because there's a lot of changes and updates happening almost every week. So you need to update yourself regularly. And if you'll be a social media manager, what will happen to you is, even in the middle of the night, sometimes you'll still be thinking about, what people will say or this and that. So, there's, I mean, it's really hard to define exactly what is best for you. For me, I mean, even before I was able to really define where I belong to, or the niche that I prefer, I tried a lot of things first. I really decided to mold myself as a generalist. Try to learn as much that I can about the different skill sets. So when you're starting out, at least for the first 6 months, try to ask your client, once you have one, to give you more responsibilities, and if they have trainings that they're willing to have you study,
to sponsor you if you're
yes, and you'll be the one doing it for them anyway. It will save them time. So those are the things. But in terms of what is available in Palawan,
specifically,
I can't really say. If you're looking for an office setting, I'm not really sure, but probably there are some small groups there or some online professionals who have started to build small teams.
Oh, all right.
So you can actually join Facebook groups and really post a question there. Do you have people here living in Palawan and things like that? You can probably set up a meetup or something.
All right. But so you're essentially saying, wait, before I talk further, there was a request. Pwede daw ba tayo mag-Tagalog? Kasi pwede bang Tagalogin? Hindi ko kasi maintindihan. Oh, pwede naman flexible tayo. Diba? So you're saying, ang sinasabi mo ay hindi mo kailangan malimit sa Palawan kasi the world is your client. So it's been kahit saang parte ng mundo, pwede mong gawing kliyente, di ba? Diba? So
that's correct.
Discardin lang. So but the challenge is how do you find these but the question, I hope Ruds yung first options mo, di ba? First 3 options.
Yes.
Yeah. So, pero marami pa yan eh.
Marami pa.
Pwede pa, yun nga, graphic designer, ganun. Design, ko na, magaling mag-drawing. Pwedeng yun ang skill mo eh. Parang pakicreate nga ako ng mascot, di ba? Kunwari, kailangan ko naman. Pwede na yun eh. Online na yun kasi people, kunwari, like me, wala akong talent sa drawing, I need help with that. So, nasa Manila ako, nasa Palawan ako magaling ka mag-design, pwede. Diba? I can get you. The problem there, ang challenge lang dun is, how do I find you? Or, diba, how do you let me know that you can do this? And how do you prove it? Yun na, isa pa yan. Na, ang daming tanong. I knew this would be one of our favorite episodes. If possible, can you just text me the responses to my queries? Thanks. This is Ruds. Okay, so, depending on the qualifications, sige, at napuno na yung inbox ko. Yes, we'll send you messages. Keep sending them in. And yun nga, so how tough is it to get started?
Okay.
Let's say you have a job, tapos, or wala kang job, tapos essentially di mo alam kung how to get started.
Well, to be honest, I'm thinking how to answer it, whether to answer it from the toughest point of view or the easiest, because sometimes when it's easy, people just take for granted.
Kunyari, the average person lang na fresh grad, kunyari sabihin natin, kaka-graduate ko lang, may konting alam ako sa here and there, pero paano ba?
Okay, well, again, when we do online jobs or when we talk about online jobs, it's not really just about IT. Okay, it's not just about IT to begin with. There are many variations in services that you can offer. And for one good example, this is one good example that I've heard from a fellow online professional. She's a mom, and she doesn't really know much about IT programming or anything like that. She works in an office for quite some time, I mean for years, and she can say that the only thing that she is proficient is really Microsoft Excel.
Okay.
And but I mean, she never let the idea that these are the only things that I know. Ito lang alam ko. So what she did is, lakas ng loob, and she tried applying sa mga jobs, and what happened is somebody hired her because of her skill in how to format a certain cell in Excel. And she charges a good rate.
So very specific ang skill niya. Hindi naman siya techie, ganon.
Yes.
Okay.
Sometimes you just need, I mean, if you're looking for a service, who would you hire? Someone who says that I know how to do this and other things, or someone who would say that I may not know those stuff, but when it comes to this, I am the expert.
Okay.
So of course, you would hire the expert. Yeah.
Kasi yun lang, kasi parang binuhos yung energy niya doon.
Yes.
Okay. So specialization.
Specialization at some point.
Okay. So, do you teach? Yes, you teach. We revealed that, and you have a loyal student. Nay, nagagalit na. Sino ho to? Huwag mong Englishin. Hindi ko kasi maintindihan. Nakakapital. Sorry kasi nadadala ho kami. Anyway, meron kang universidad, di ba? Nagtuturo kung paano magsimula. Ano ba tinuturo mo sa kurso na online course mo?
Okay. Inumpisahan namin, tulad nga na share ni Alvin kanina, na it started talaga as a part lang ng aking blog. No? At nakita ko na maraming mga taong nangangailangan talaga ng mas malalim na pagtuturo or assistance. So, what I did is, I set it up, and the first thing na maraming tanong tungkol dito is, paano magsimula?
Okay.
Or ang ayaw kong mangyari din kasi sa mga tao is, mag-e-enroll sa mga training program, sa mga seminars, tapos gumastos sila na malaki, nag-ubos ng oras, tapos marirealize lang nila na hindi pala para sa akin to. Diba? So, ang unang training program na ginawa ko, yung tinatawag na orientation program, yung naka-brand sa amin na Online Jobs Career Orientation.
Aba.
And this is free. I mean, it's a 2-hour video series, 7 videos in total, na binibigyan ka ng idea talaga ano yung included sa industry na to, ano yung mga ma-experience mo, yung magaganda, yung pangit, kung paano ka mag-deal sa client. And I believe na yung information na meron doon sa free training na yon, enough na to get you started kung determinado ka. Yun yung ano doon eh. Pero kung ikaw yung tipong feeling mo after watching it, and feeling mo na parang you really need yung assistance or coaching or mentoring, doon papasok yung tinatawag naming starter training program.
Okay.
Yun naman is, hindi siya required, but there are some people talaga na nangangailangan ng hand-holding eh.
Okay.
And tulad nga ng sabi ko kanina, mas kikita kami kung magtatrabaho na lang kami. I mean, kesa sa magtuturo. So, pero it's really an advocacy at gusto rin namin makatulong. Pero, yung time na ini-spend namin, of course, equates to money. And may mga pamilya din naman kami. So, parang ika nga, tulong na lang din sa amin habang tinutulungan namin kayo. Kasi there are people na nagsasabi, ba't nag-charge ka pa? Kala ko gusto mong tumulong. I mean, walang tubo po yan. Base lang yung base.
Pambawi rin sa hosting ng website, mga ganun, di ba?
Maraming factors.
Maraming gastos,
I mean, ako, nag-umpisa na walang nagturo. Although gusto ko meron. Ang naging problema ko doon, ang dami ko mistakes. Naabuso ko ng kliyente. Minsan, imbis na, halimbawa, na-delay ka lang ng submission ng project, instead, hindi ka na nga babayaran dahil delay na, sayang na oras mo, charge ka pa niya. Sabi, minus ko to sa sweldo mo kasi dapat kumita na ako. Hindi. I don't know. I don't know anything about that. Okay, I find it fair. Nalugi ka eh. Parang gano'n. Yun sabi niya, pero it shouldn't be the case.
Nagulangan ka nun
Oo, for a year and a half.
Ay, naku. So ngayon, ito yung tulong mo, di ba? Din sa, paano namin, kunya ako kasi, kunya interested na ako. Paano ko ma-review yung videos yan? 2 hours yan, di ba?
Yes.
2 hours, segment-segment, di ba?
Yes, segment-segment.
Paano, saan ba?
Well, puntahan nyo lang yung website namin, yung training portal namin na onlinejobsuniversity.com. And right now, we have 4 programs there. Yung unang libre talaga doon, yun yung orientation.
Okay.
And then the rest are actually paid program. Pero the way kasi we deliver it is not like yung ibang, katulad ng ibang program na parang recorded lang tapos hindi mo makausap yung mga coaches. Dedicated ang approach namin dito in such a way na we don't offer a program or a training na walang expert behind it. Kaya nga, to some people, they consider it na parang ang bagal ng growth namin. But we just want to make sure that whoever belongs or who will be the one leading the program are actually accomplished individuals in their own respective niches. So,
okay.
Ngayon, meron kami nung remote executive or remote administrative assistance certification, which is really headed by one of the co-founders of the Online Jobs University, which is Coach Rhea Yadaw. And accomplished within a year, she's actually earning very good. And when I say very good, very good. I mean,
lumaki mata mo eh.
Diba? Very good. Tapos yung isang program is about social media, and this is headed by naman Coach K. San Pablo, who owns actually a social media marketing firm.
Talaga expert talaga, no?
Yes, I mean, there are many people that, I can always tap right away, but, I'm a little picky.
Okay. Nako, mukhang naubos na tayo ng oras. Abang bitin tayo.
Bitin.
I guess we should invite you back again. Pero, one parting piece of advice na one sentence or something for aspiring entrepreneurs.
Well, one of the most important thing that you should keep in mind when entering into this industry is, of course, you must have discipline. I know it may surprise you o magugulat kayo about it, pero I mean, lahat naman ng bagay natututuhan. Pero kung wala kang disiplina, mahirap.
Okay, parang pinapatamaan mo ko. Sige, salamat. Pero, so again, once again, onlinejobsuniversity.com saka onlinejobslifestyle.com. So thank you very much for your time, Genesis,
Alvin.
Rio, Nico. And again, we're out of time, so see you again next week. But before we leave, remember that business is a game, so have fun playing. See ya.